Imagine standing atop a hill, the golden lights of the city beneath you, the shadows of history whispering tales of artists like Picasso and Van Gogh. Welcome to Paris, the city of light. In today's journey, we'll meander through iconic avenues, venture beneath the city's surface, and even dine in the sky. From the royal opulence of Versailles to the mystique of the catacombs. Get ready for an unforgettable Parisian escapade. But why, you ask? Because every corner of Paris hides a secret, and today we're uncovering the best of them. Number 1. Montmartre. Montmartre, a mesmerizing hillside neighborhood that offers an unparalleled view of Paris, twinkling in its full glory. When you stand atop its summit, you'll realize why so many legendary artists like Picasso and Van Gogh chose this charming district as their muse. Every cobblestone street, every corner cafe, and every artist's palette seems to tell a story here. Dominating the skyline is the iconic Sacré-Cœur Basilica, an emblem of hope and faith, offering an even more panoramic view of the City of Light from its steps. Just a stone's throw away is the famous Moulin Rouge, where you can transform yourself to the Belle Epoque era, surrounded by the tantalizing allure of its cabaret. Just as Montmartre's narrow alleys echo with tales of bohemian artists, its cafes hum with the remnants of literary discussions and passionate art debates. A visit here is incomplete without shopping at a quintessential Parisian cafe, sipping on an espresso, and soaking in the ambience. Walk a little further and you might stumble upon Place du Tertre, where artists still set up their easels, offering to sketch a memento of your visit. Montmartre is, after all, where history, art, and the present intermingle seamlessly, leaving visitors charmed. Number 2. Notre-Dame. Gothic grandeur at its finest, Notre-Dame is not just a cathedral, it's a testimony to mankind's architectural prowess and spiritual devotion. Its twin towers, rose windows, and the hauntingly beautiful gargoyle have watched over Paris from the Ile de la Cité for centuries. But Notre-Dame is not just about its outward splendor. Inside, its majestic arches and the ethereal play of light through its stained glass windows create a serene ambience. And while you're in the vicinity, the nearby conciergerie, a former royal palace and prison, beckons. The streets around it hold the authentic spirit of Paris, cafes, bookshops, and echoes of the city's rich history. While the facade of Notre-Dame impresses with its grandeur, the magic lies in its details. The intricate stone carvings, the depiction of biblical stories, and the ethereal sound of its bells come together to form a tapestry of sensory experiences. For the brave-hearted, a climb to the top promises not only a bird's-eye view of the sign winding through the city, but also a close encounter with the cathedral's legendary chimera and gargoyle. As you traverse the sign, the nearby Shakespeare and Company bookstore awaits, a haven for book lovers and a reminder of the literary giants who once roamed these streets. Number 3. Catacombs of Paris. Dive deep into Paris's underbelly and uncover a side of the city many don't venture to see. The catacomb, a vast underground network of tunnels, holds a macabre yet interesting history. As you wander through, you'll be greeted by the remains of over 6 million souls, meticulously arranged, evoking a sense of eerie artistry. But it's not just about bones. The catacombs have their own geography, replete with street signs and the names of the original cemeteries. It's an experience like no other, a grim reminder of the transient nature of life amidst the timeless beauty of Paris. While the skeletal remains dominate the catacombs, the inscriptions on the walls narrate tales of the past. Old poems, decrees, and warnings etched into the stones make the journey through this ossuary a reflective one. Visitors often come out with a heightened sense of life's fleetingness and an appreciation for the city above. It's a testament to Paris's ability to interweave life, death, beauty, and history in its labyrinthine passages. Number 4. Eiffel Tower. When we talk about Paris, how could we not mention its most iconic landmark? Erected for the 1889 World's Fair, the Eiffel Tower, with its wrought iron lattice structure, initially saw its fair share of critics. Today, however, it stands tall and proud as a symbol of French ingenuity. Whether you're gazing at it from afar as it lights up the Parisian night, or viewing the city from its platforms, the Eiffel Tower experience is quintessential. And for the adventurous, climb its 674 stairs to witness Paris in all its splendor, or simply take the elevator and let the city unfurl below. Beyond the tower's iconic silhouette, there is a world of fascinating stories. Did you know Gustave Eiffel had a secret apartment at the top where he entertained esteemed guests like Thomas Edison? Today, while you can't stay in that apartment, a dining experience at the tower's Michelin-starred restaurant, Les Jules Verne, promises a culinary journey like no other. As day turns to night, the Eiffel Tower's sparkling light show, which illuminates the Parisian skyline every hour, adds that touch of magic only Paris can offer. Number 5. Museums. Paris, a veritable treasure trove of art and history, boasts over 100 museums. At the forefront is the Louvre, the world's largest art museum where you can lose yourself amidst countless masterpieces, not least of which is Leonardo da Vinci's enigmatic Mona Lisa. Yet the city's museumscapes don't end here. There's the Musée d'Orsay, housed in a Beaux Arts railway station, displaying works from masters like Monet and Van Gogh. Or visit Les Invalides, a complex of buildings containing museums and monuments relating to France's military history. Every museum in Paris is a journey through time and imagination. Number 6. Champs-Élysées. Stroll down the Champs-Élysées and you'll quickly understand why it's called the world's most beautiful avenue. Lined with luxury shops, theaters, and cafes, it pulsates with life. Celebrations like the Bastille Day military parade or the climax of the Tour de France add to its vibrant tapestry. At its western end, the majestic Arc de Triomphe stands sentinel, commissioned by Napoleon after his victory at Austerlitz. Beneath its arch lies the tomb of the unknown soldier from World War I, solemnly reminding visitors of the sacrifices made for freedom. Venture beyond the glittering storefronts of Champs-Élysées, and you'll discover the avenue's layered history, from its inception as fields and market gardens, to its transformation into a grand boulevard designed by André Le Nôtre in the 17th century. Every epoch has left its mark here. Theaters along the avenue, like the Lido and Theatre Marigny, promise evenings filled with culture, from cabaret to classic French plays. Every corner of this boulevard whispers tales of grand ceremonies, parades, and history in the making. Number 7. Parks and gardens. In the midst of its urban hustle, Paris offers sanctuaries of green. The Tuileries Garden, once the playground of French royalty, now welcomes everyone to its manicured lawns and sculptures. The Luxembourg Gardens, a beautiful blend of French formal and English informal gardens, is an ideal spot to relax and perhaps enjoy a leisurely boat ride. On the eastern edge of Paris lies Bois de Vincennes, the city's largest public park, replete with a lake, a zoo, and even a Buddhist temple. These green spaces, scattered throughout Paris, provide a welcome respite and a chance to mingle with the locals. Number 8. Père-Lachaise Cemetery. A serene journey awaits at the Père-Lachaise Cemetery, the largest resting place in Paris. It's more than just a cemetery. It's a vast open-air museum adorned with Gothic graves, Haussmannian burial chambers, and ancient mausoleums. Here lie some of history's most illustrious figures. Jim Morrison's grave is a pilgrimage for rock fans, while others pay homage to greats like Edith Piaf, Oscar Wilde, and Frédéric Chopin. Amidst its tranquil pathways, each grave tells a story, each stone holds a legacy. Number 9. La Défense Business District. Modern Paris unfolds in La Défense, Europe's largest purpose-built business district. This realm of glass and steel skyscrapers stands in stark contrast to the historic heart of Paris. Dominating the skyline is La Grande Arch, a modern-day triumphal arch, perfectly aligned with the historical axis of the Champs-Élysées and Arc de Triomphe. Beyond its business facade, La Défense is a hub for art, with sculptures dotting its landscape. The observation deck here offers a unique perspective on Paris, blending the old with the new. Number 10. Versailles. A short journey from Paris transports you to the opulent world of Versailles. Once a royal chateau, Palace of Versailles became the dazzling epicenter of Louis XIV's court. The Hall of Mirrors, a corridor of 357 mirrors, is where historic treaties, including one marking the end of World War I, were signed. Step outside to the palace gardens, an expansive realm of fountains, sculptures, and geometrically designed groves. Versailles is not just a palace, it's a testament to the grandeur, ambition, and aesthetic vision of an era. Ah, Paris, a city where every stone tells a story, and every boulevard beckons with a new adventure. As we wrap up our enchanting journey today, remember that the heart of Paris beats not just in its landmarks, but in its cafes, its art, and its timeless romance. So until next time, keep dreaming of those Parisian sunsets, and remember, adventure is just a croissant away.